for an in-your-face disgrace!
The athletic feat you just witnessed comes from legit one of the funniest and scariest animated horror films I've ever watched. That of course being Monster House, a 2006 blessing from the gods. Chances are you've seen this film, but if you haven't, you probably at some point have come across a meme from the movie. The amount of times a Monster House meme has popped up while I've been swiping on Instagram is kind of crazy, and it's been many times over many months at this point, yet every single one of them is hilarious. I guess the writing's on the wall for me to talk about this film, so we open on a young girl riding her tricycle along the sidewalk. She's all happy, she's singing, and now she's out of frame. Unfortunately for the girl, her tricycle has become stuck in someone's lawn. She pedals and pedals, but no luck. Good news though, the owner of the house is home. Bad news, he kinda fucking sucks.
Get off my lawn!
He sends the girl crying away after telling her to get off the lawn. But it doesn't stop there. He takes the tricycle and instead of just, laying it on the sidewalk, he tears the thing into two, just insanely uncalled for. As he takes the tricycle inside, he gets the feeling he's being watched because he is by his neighbor DJ, our main character. The man he's spying on is Mr. Nebbercracker, the town's scary, mean old man. Nobody steps foot on his lawn and anything that finds its way on his lawn, he takes. DJ has been documenting these incidents over time, trying to get his parents to believe the bullshit that this guy's on.
I'm serious! What was that? I'm serious.
Though it'll have to be another day as his parents are leaving for a dental conference, set to return the next night, which happens to be Halloween. As they leave, they nearly kill DJ's best friend, Chowder, which would be a shame because Chowder carries this movie, and it didn't even need carrying. He elevates it to different heights.
Hi, DJ.
In the aftermath of Chowder's elite display of athleticism, his new basketball, which he worked very hard for by the way, ends up in Nebbercracker's yard.
I paid $28 for that ball. I ran 10 yards and asked my mom for $1 26 times. I never worked that hard in my life.
DJ thinks that he can get it, believing the old man to be asleep.
Yo! No.
Why is a PG film doing this to us? I like to believe that Ari Aster got the inspiration for Hereditary from Monster House. This is genuinely such a good horror misdirect and actually scary. Nebbercracker berates DJ, lifting him up, screaming at him, just going crazy on the kid.
Why can't you just stay away from her?
Yeah, and then Nebbercracker just collapses. Chowder's reaction I simply can't not laugh at. DJ thinks he's killed him, but his friend has his back.
When it's an accident, they call it manslaughter. I think I'm gonna throw up.
DJ's babysitter then shows up, and as Chowder departs, we're given the foundation for a great meme. DJ's babysitter Z, yeah, she sucks. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Gosh, DJ, why'd you break that?
But I didn't.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Who are they gonna believe?
She sends DJ up to his room where he falls asleep, giving us a pretty terrifying nightmare sequence. Upon waking from it, the phone rings but there's no caller. A slightly pissed off DJ Star 69's a caller, however he notices the ring is nearby, coming from Nebbercracker's house. This gives us a good hint at the supernatural inklings of this film, considering Nebbercracker lived alone. So who could be calling? Another terrible person of a character shows up, Z's kinda boyfriend, kinda not her boyfriend, Bones. Not really sure what he is to her, I just know that any guy that rips up a child's toy is probably not a great person. However, Bones can give us some background on Nebbercracker, as he tells the story of how he took his kite as a kid, and even saw him talking to his house. He also brings up the rumor that Nebbercracker previously killed his wife.
Everybody knows what he did to his wife.
Why? What did he do to her?
He ate her!
While DJ sneaks out, Bones gets kicked out, and drunkenly, he rants in front of Nebbercracker's home. Yes, he's drunk. PG pushed the boundaries a little more in 2006. Mid-rant, the front door opens up, revealing his kite from his childhood. With no survival instincts, he runs to the door and is yanked inside. Officially, we now know the house is on some bullshit. DJ meets up with Chowder at a nearby construction site, and I'd be dismissed if I didn't include the phone call that was made to Chowder about this meetup.
Chowder, where are your parents?
My dad's at the pharmacy and my mom's at the movies with her personal trainer.
At the site, DJ explains that he thinks Nevercracker's spirit is haunting him, wanting revenge, given the weird phone calls. Chowder dismisses his claims, believing DJ to just be overreacting.
Try and relax. Be cool like me.
Chowder, though, agrees to help DJ, who wants to investigate the house. So they pull up to Nevercracker's, where Chowder takes initiative and begins to stealthily make his way to the front door, finding Bones' bottle from earlier. Nobody notices the bottle being eaten by the grass, though, so that's cool. Once at the front door, Chowder tries his hand at some impersonations.
Who am I? Get off my lawn!
He rings the doorbell and all hell breaks loose. The house comes to life. The windows as eyes, a rug as the tongue, flooring for teeth. Chowder is able to escape as the two boys retreat back to DJ's.
Don't look back! I look back!
What child isn't getting scared by this? How do you design and animate a house to be this scary? I'm an adult and this still scares me. This incident puts the boys into Disturbia mode as they pull an all-night watch party. The next morning, they try to tell Z that Bones was probably eaten, but like DJ's parents and most adults in this movie, she doesn't buy it. Also, it's officially Halloween, and young girl Jenny is going around the neighborhood selling Halloween candy. Mistakenly though, she begins walking towards Nevercracker's house. Thankfully, DJ and Chowder spot her and quickly come to the rescue.
Come here!
Yes, over here!
Are you guys mentally challenged?
Insane. Again, no awareness as a sign disappears into the lawn. All this commotion eventually wakes the house up, who shows more of its arsenal by using the pathway to propel Jenny towards its front door mouth. DJ and Chowder save the day though. Again, this house looks freaky as shit. Jenny decides to entertain the idea of helping the boys in their investigation, which is great for them since they're both crushing on her and eager to impress.
Well, Dad, why don't you kiss my hairy butt? Hey, DJ, got any beer? Well, hello there.
Also, nobody switches up faster than Chowder.
Is this pee? Because if it is, that's really gross.
DJ? You pee in bottles?
Jenny eventually buys into their house hunting, and after watching the house snag a dog, she calls the police. A short time later, Officer Landers and Officer Lister arrive, and they're pretty insane.
Better be good. I was in the forest wrestling with a bear claw when we got the call.
DJ tries to antagonize the house to no avail.
I'll show you. But if things get out of hand...
We'll aim for Bigfoot. That's loaded!
Jenny makes a reference to my favorite Disney original movie,
Smart house.
and Landers warns them not to go near the house anymore. Of course, they do not listen and begin working on their own plan. Create a dummy out of a vacuum, a Halloween mask, a varsity jacket, and load it with some cold medicine.
I don't want to steal drugs from my father. I don't want to go inside a monster, and I don't want to die.
I say it's worth a shot.
Yes, I agree. Let's do it.
The whole idea is to put the house to sleep by having it eat the dummy and then strike the heart, which they believe is the furnace. All of this they learned from the local gamer and supernatural enthusiast, Skull.
Have fun getting killed.
The plan gets put into action and seems to be going well, with the house buying the bait. However, the police officers once again show up, running over the extension cord and killing the entire operation. Lister takes the kids' weapons.
Listen to me. Come on. I will shoot you.
While Landers investigates the dummy. This is enough, no joke, for them to cuff the kids and throw them into the back of their cruiser. Crazy decision, but we've seen crazier. As they're about to leave, Lister hears a noise from the house and wants to give it a look. This gives us a chance to see their incredible chemistry as partners.
What?
Lister rolls, literally, to the side of the house where he's startled by some movement from the lawn. Enough so that he draws his weapon.
Freeze! Tree?
The tree doesn't appreciate the gun waving and picks Lister up, swinging him all around. Landers isn't of any help as he's pulled away by the rug before Lister is tossed inside as well. Screw it, in honor of Landers and Lister, here's a meme.
All right, kids, this better be good. I was in the forest wrestling with a bear claw when we got the call.
The home isn't done yet as it uses the tree once again and grabs the cruiser with all the kids still inside. Good news, they're able to avoid being eaten, managing to narrowly escape. Bad news, they get stuck in the house with no way out. They figure they might as well carry out their plan and try to find the furnace for a heart and destroy it. Believing they found it in the form of a chandelier hanging in the foyer, they spray their water guns at it. The only thing this does though is cause the house to do a spit take.
Well, if those are the teeth and that's the tongue, then that must be the uvula.
So it's a girl house.
They're able to avoid being spotted and begin to explore the house only to fall down through the rotting floor, ending up in the basement. The basement, which acts as the stomach, is filled with the toys of Nebbercracker's past victims. As they explore some more, they come across a locked up gate. Luckily though, DJ has the key, as Nebbercracker dropped it while collapsing. Remember what I said about that rumor where Nebbercracker murdered his wife? Well, that seems like it might be true, as her cement-covered body is entombed behind the gate. A pretty dark visual. DJ trips onto the body, causing it to disintegrate and waking the house back up. They're again able to avoid being eaten by disturbing the uvula and being thrown up safely outside. With their plan going south, everyone kind of crashes out. Chowder, who's not happy with DJ for putting them in danger, proposes his own plan.
Do you want to hear my big idea? I'm going home to make a pretzel sandwich. See ya!
If I almost got eaten by a house, I probably wouldn't be too happy either. As everyone's about to go their separate ways, the trend of children getting run over continues as a vehicle puts DJ down on the pavement. We see the door open up with footsteps inching closer. And yeah, it's Nebbercracker. Not actually dead, surviving what I presume was a heart attack. He's as irritable as before towards the kids, but as soon as he lays eyes on his house, he starts some freak talk.
Oh, look at you, dear. The shingles are all ruffled. Your windows are cracked.
The house is eager for his return, but DJ, not wanting to let Nebbercracker go back inside, reveals he was inside his house, even spilling the beans about finding his wife. And it's here where we finally get to the roots of Nebbercracker. He never actually killed his wife, despite the town rumor. His wife, Constance, was an attraction at a traveling circus at which he rescued her from, after falling in love at first sight. As they began building the house, Constance was pissed at some kids who were throwing rocks. Despite Nebbercracker trying to calm her down, she can't handle it, literally, as she loses her footing in a rage, falling to her death to what would be the basement of the home, pulling the handle of a cement mixer that would entomb her. We can gather 3 important things here. 1. This is a fucked up death for a PG movie, and is insanely dark. 2. It's been the spirit of Constance that has taken over the house, meaning our King Chowder was technically right. And 3. Nebbercracker has really never hated kids. He's been attempting to keep them safe by shooing them off his lawn, though I question his tactics. DJ urges him to move past the house, which I'll just refer to as Constance for the rest of the way, and Nebbercracker agrees. Constance, overhearing the conversation, is not happy. She's officially hit full form, using trees for arms and chasing the 4 of them around the neighborhood. This is peak trauma visuals, like the other mother from Coraline. A little horrifying for a kids movie if I say so myself. As the chase ensues, Nebbercracker has his "I love you, but I'm gonna torch your ass up." The kids found some in the house earlier, which was explained by Nebbercracker's previous job in demolition. Anyway, as he goes to light it, Constance attacks once more, but Chowder uses his construction experience to hold her off. At least holding her off long enough that she can fall into the construction site and collapse into a million pieces. Now, you would think that this is ballgame, but I lied about the final form thing.
It's not fair!
What the fuck? Also, does this technically count as a creature feature? DJ, who now has the dynamite in his possession, teams with Jenny, who throws the stick to him on a crane, catching it and sending it plummeting into the chimney. Finally, ending Constance once and for all. As the dust settles, Nebbercracker dances with the spirit of Constance before she departs, a true ladies' man until the end. After all this time, he's free from the shadow of Constance, and no longer needs to protect. Also, Chowder is fine, don't worry. We close out the film with the returning of toys to all the neighborhood, Jenny departing with her mother, and DJ and Chowder going trick-or-treating. Also, a post-credit scene reveals that Bones, along with Officer Landers and Lister, survived their encounters.
What do you say? You and I go out and inspect some candy, huh?
We should go eat some candy too.
And with that, the end. But wait, I thought it was Halloween. Where were all the kids during this? And did nobody see the house come to life and legit walk down the street? I guess just imagine once the carnage started, all the kids and adults said, nope, I'll wait. I really don't care, it's a movie about a house that comes to life. I mean, come on. The late great Catherine O'Hara, Mitchell Musso, Kevin James, Nick Cannon, Steve Buscemi, Fred Willard, Kathleen Turner, John Heder, Jason Lee, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. A peak 2000s cast for a peak 2000s animated horror film. Genuinely scary, but equal parts funny. I like to thank Instagram for sparking my interest back into this film. Never scroll away if you come across a Monster House meme. It's always worth it. That's about all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.